let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it.
Yes, indeed, Uncle Tabzi. We are in our Afternoon Express kitchen, kicking off Seafood and Fish-themed week.
Yep.
Now, helping us do so, I think it's only right that we bring on the best of the best when it comes to fishmonger business and extraordinaire. We are speaking about none other than Julie Carter. Welcome back to the show.
Afternoon, thank you.
I get really excited seeing you because every time I've seen you has been on the screen. You've given us so many interesting ways of bringing these fish into our plates and making dishes out of them. So this is going to be very, very interesting. But I know that a lot of people at home do have lots of questions.
Yes.
Let's start with your relationship with fish, Julie.
Okay, well, it started with my father. He grew up as a fisherman and used to fish for his family. And we grew up eating the best, freshest fish available. And in 2006, I started my business and realized I knew about fish and I knew about, I could answer questions and I knew about fresh fish. And yeah, I've been running Ocean Jewel since then.
Do you want to just explain the different types of fish that you have brought with you? And you're also going to get down and dirty by cleaning a fish.
Sure. So on this side, we've got a lovely fresh king clip, fresh hake. This is a farmed cob, which is on the Sassy Green list. We've got a lovely big yellowtail over here. And for filleted fish, I've got some filleted yellowtail, some fillets of hake. This is two types of tuna. This is yellowfin tuna and longfin tuna.
What's really, really important is that Sassy list, especially when it comes to sustainable fishing. Now, you said that here, this is the Cape Cod, right?
It's cob. Farmed cob. Yeah.
Farmed cob. And that is part of the green list. So that is like good to go. So do you want to just break down that list?
So Sassy have divided all the fish that we have into three categories, green, orange and red. Okay. Green being the most sustainable, orange like for now and then, all right, and then red rather leave.
But let's get into the actual work of cleaning the fish. So where do we start?
Well, we're going to scale this yellowtail, I think.
Okay, Tabzi, I'm going to let the big guns handle that. I'm going to step away.
I knew this was coming. I knew I would be sent here. But it makes perfect sense. I mean, look at how gorgeous it is. Julie, here we go.
Cool, thank you.
You've got your work cut out for you here.
Well, mostly you buy fish that's already gutted, so we don't have to gut it. You can see it's open. I'm going to just swing it over this side. And you can use a fish scaler like this. You should do this outside, right?
Okay.
It's going to make a mess. So you can use a fish scaler, or you can actually also use the back of a knife.
So is there any other prep work that you do just for the scaling process, in terms of preparation? I
would do this, as I said, outside. Make sure that your board is nice and secure. And I would...
Do you want it cold, straight out of the fridge, or how would you want the sort of...
Yeah, you always want to keep your fish cold. Very important for quality purposes. If the fish is... Like, if it's been in the fridge for a little while, you may want to just put it in some cold water to soften the scales.
Okay.
The head is mine and my staff's favourite staff lunch. So we always enjoy the head. There's a lot of delicious meat on it. Of course, you can also make a fish stock out of it, make some nice risotto or bouillabaisse. So yeah, it's important that you use the whole fish.
I'd love to see the head and the fins off, really just to see how easy that process is, because something tells me that might be where you really have to be paying attention.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that for you.
You've done it lots of times, so I wonder how it translates at home. Everybody pay attention.
So this is actually quite easy to get the head off. So we're going to slice it underneath this fin over here. Slice it like this. It is easier than it's looking.
I was actually about to say, it actually seems as if you're gliding quite easily
You just follow under the fin, and then I'm going to turn it around like this and do the same over here.
Beautiful.
And you keep working through as...
Yeah, and you just try not to waste. And then you get to the backbone here, and rather than try and saw through the backbone, I'm just going to...
kind of break it.
Break it.
Now, whilst you do have that head out, you do say that we can make a beautiful broth out of the head and kind of enjoy it like that. What other fun, interesting, dynamic recipes can we use the head for?
Well, I think you could make a stew out of it. You could, because there's quite a lot of meat in here, as you can see.
Yes.
So you could put it in a pot with a lot of veggies, tomatoes, and really make a delicious kind of stew with it.
That tail. Let's get the tail off.
Get the tail off.
Seeing, this fish.
You're making me
breaking
work here today, right?
I mean, you know what? You are the fish whisperer. You're the only person I will trust with this process in such a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
So again, instead of trying to saw through the bone, cut it to a point and then break it. Like that, and then take it through. So it's nice and easy.
So when it comes to the top 3 tips that one could kind of keep in mind when they are cleaning a fish, what would that be? Because, I mean, already she's kind of spoken through quite a bit of touch points.
Yeah, so as I said, a secure cutting board, do it outside, possibly put some newspaper underneath to catch up all the scales, use a sharp knife, and take your time.
Okay, take your time. Be patient.
Take your
with
time.
it.
You know, when she says take your time, I just think of working through the bones of the fish.
As you do, right? It's a masterclass, this, and I certainly hope that you've enjoyed it, you know, cleaning a fresh fish. And I know that we certainly did. I learned a lot of things today that I didn't know. But we do have something special up our sleeves, so you know what to do. Stay tuned.